Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea podcast. I'm Crystal.
This is Reonda.
And today we're going to have a girl chat topic of discussion.
Okay.
Something like that. You know what I mean? All right. So, I don't know where this topic was inspired from, but the topic is going to be, have you ever courted a guy? And I know what inspired this topic. So it was just a lot of conversation, obviously, on social media about expectations that people have when they're dating, men versus women, the usual. And it's just it'd be like these viral posts, like, do women still do this? Or would a woman do this for a man? Or would a woman, it's kind of kiddie. So I don't want to say that part. I don't want to get into that. I just really want to talk from like, woman to woman, our perspective, our experience on actually pursuing or initiating
a situation.
So, have you ever like courted a guy, or what does that mean to you if I say court a guy?
Courting a guy would mean to me would be you actually putting yourself out there to tell him that you're interested, and basically you being the initiator, and them being the chase.
Yeah.
So basically just putting yourself out there, and it's like, okay, I like him. I want to be a part of this situation. I definitely do. So I have definitely courted somebody. I have definitely put myself out there to let them know that I was interested.
Here I go.
Right. And so, I mean, I think it's just like with the men. And then also with me too, I've courted people. So because I like women,
right?
You have to, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have to. I feel like when you court people, I think it's the whole energy of just flirting. You know, you putting it out there because you see this person as a prospect. You see this person as somebody I have a potential of liking or wanting to grow something with, or even date, or go, or even if it goes there, because when you first initially meet somebody, it's the physical attraction. You're attracted to them physically, and then when you have a communication with them, because sometimes you can be attracted to somebody physically and they don't even know how to talk. So it's like, okay, I'm attracted to you physically, then I'm going to spark up a conversation, and I'm always saying slick shit. So when I like somebody, I may say something that's slick to where it's going to get their attention. If they can't give me the necessary feedback that I like, I don't even pursue it. I don't even go in depth with it, because
I was going to ask you. So you mentioned, you date both genders. If you court a man, all right, you initiate the contact and everything, and y'all go on a date, do you pay for that date? And if you go on a date with a woman, do you pay for that date?
Me personally, I'm a true believer that if I initiate anything, I'm going to pay for it.
Really?
Yeah. So if somebody asks me out on a date, and I feel like if you ask me out on a date, you need to plan it. You need to let me know where I'm going to be, and you should pay for it. That's how I feel. If I ask you on a date and I ask you to go somewhere with me, I'm going to plan it. I'm going to initiate it, and I'm going to pay for the date.
You don't think that's kind of weird, though?
No, not to me.
Like, I don't see nothing wrong if you courting a woman, but I don't know.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I feel like the initial date with the man. So don't get me wrong. With the man, the initial date should be the man.
So that's all I'm saying.
The initial date, because I'm not going to ask him. It's just because I courted him. I'm just telling him that I'm interested in him.
And if he's interested,
and if he takes on that dynamic that he's interested in me, I'm the chase. Once I put myself out there,
you like, chase me, like, excuse me, chase me.
Exactly. Once I put myself out there and say, hey, sir, I like you. You like me back. Because one thing that I noticed, being a strong woman, a lot of men don't.
It's almost like you have to initiate.
They don't
know how to approach you.
They don't approach me. They don't.
You have to.
Do not approach me.
Yeah.
People, I've had men tell me all the time, you look like you stuck up. You look like, and men are very fearful of people letting them down.
Rejection.
And I've noticed that, and to me, men always say I'm the type of person that they feel like I'm going to reject them. And I'm just like, you never know until you try. Like,
Right.
you don't know. But my thing is, you have to have a strong mind and a strong will.
Yeah.
And even if you do get rejected, life goes on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what my situation is.
Yeah.
So why are you upset because you got rejected?
Yeah, and I get that too. Like thinking that I don't know what's in the water, what's going on out there, but it's just like always thinking that maybe you're mean or whatever, and it's like, what, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do about that. And that was I wanted to ask that specifically because I instantly was like, oh, okay, well, dating a woman, I could see you courting a woman, taking her out, whatever. But if you initiate with a man or whatever, there are some women that don't find a problem with actually initiating, taking you out or whatever. But I feel like it's not equal to be exact on the same level, but it's on the same measuring stick of proposing to a man. Like, it's some things like you have to let that man show you so you know that he also wants you too in return.
It's the work.
So just because you want him and you tell him, like, I don't even want to use the word want, just because you like him and you tell him you like him and all of that doesn't mean you have to go to the strong pursuit and actually setting up dates and all that type of stuff. Like, you have to give that man some type of ability to show effort in his own way as well, so that everything is mutual. Okay. I don't know, my cat he might make a feature, but he might make a guest appearance. I don't know what he over here doing. You see me clapping at him, you messing with stuff, but he might make an appearance. Yeah, there he goes. You gonna make an appearance? Yeah, he's making an appearance. But I personally have never had a problem. Well, I don't want to say I've never had a problem. I've tried to initiate with men, but I've never been successful. And I mentioned that on podcast a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Anytime I've ever had the courage to tell a man, like, I actually like them or whatever, I've just never been successful with that. So I'm now at a point where if I do, or if I felt some type of way or whatever, I'll be like, it'll pass. It'll be like, let it go, whatever, because it's just never been successful. And I think it's all about timing and more, but never been successful with that. But
yeah, I have had some and some unsuccessful situations. I've been rejected before. Like, even
I was rejected too before. But listen, the person that rejected me I went on, I said, okay, cool. Not like that, cool. My feelings were really hurt because this was someone that I actually had a crush on at that time. And I got the courage to say something and I got rejected. And he didn't reject it in the sense of like, girl, nah. But he rejected, like, nah, I'm not trying to have this or that going on right now. And I was just like, okay, cool. But then literally like weeks later, he ended up getting into a relationship with a girl that me and him both knew. I didn't even know they were like into each other or anything like that, but he ended up getting into a relationship
with her.
So I was like, you just told me you didn't want a relationship. Even though although I just said I like you, but you end up getting into a relationship. So that's like double the rejection.
Exactly.
So I end up getting into a relationship or whatever after that sometime, and my relationship went on and on and on and built and grew and was beautiful and all those things. And his relationship with that person, in so many words, he chose her. You know what I'm saying? His relationship ended like a couple of months later. First thing he did when it ended was jumped in my inbox and was like, "Hey, how you doing?
I am not number two.
I see your relationship, and I really wish that I, gave you that chance and blase. I feel like we love the same, and it's this and it's that." And I was just like, really?
So this didn't click in your head when I told you that I liked you?
Yeah. And so literally to this day, randomly you see him or whatever, and it's just like this power I have over him, because it's like, you the dude that rejected me.
Exactly.
You rejected me. You really
You're
rejected
right.
me.
You're right.
You remember that? Remember you said that?
So I would say that I've never been rejected by any man, but I have been rejected by men.
Pretty much, like, I don't get down like that, rejection.
Pretty much, no, I don't get down like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? And then when you talk to women, it's a different understanding of prospect, because you don't really know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's given and taken. So it's like I may see somebody like, oh, I think she's really pretty. I should go talk to her. And I can understand the things that guys go through because it takes a lot for me to be like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Yeah.
And then it's like I've been rejected before, so it's like, okay, it's not gonna hurt. If she don't, she don't. If she do. Let's move along.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I remember it was one time. It was this girl. She was so pretty. She had like some she had her natural hair out, but it was big hair. So it was just like she had it in some really exotic, pretty style. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's super gorgeous. And I was just like, I want to say something to her, you know, and just to even feel the waters or even to just test the situation. And so I walked up to her, talking to her, blah, blah, blah. And I just like cordially, I was like, it's not to offend you in any kind of way. Because sometimes you have to say that because some people do get offended. And it's not to offend you. Like, I just think that you're pretty, you know. And so, and I was just like, I would love to take you out one day or whatever. And she's just like, oh, well, you're super pretty as well, but I'm not really into women. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, it is what it is. I'm like,
so that's different.
Yeah. But some people, everybody ain't that cordial. Everybody ain't that civil. But it's, you know, that's to do with men. Like a woman can say that to a man and they can get mad. Like, or just the fact, like, even if I say that I'm not into you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know, sir. I'm not into you.
Have you ever had to tell somebody that? Like, I'm not into you?
I don't try to be mean. I try my best not to be an asshole. Mean. I try my best not to be an asshole when somebody tries to talk to me. It's just like, but one thing I do is I stand my ground. You should always stand your ground because sometimes men get overbearing. They get overbearing, especially if they buy you a drink. Like if you're out somewhere and a man buys you a drink, they think they own you for the rest of the freaking day. It's like, sir, you bought me one. Would you like me to buy you a drink too?
But I'm about to say that if you bought him a drink though, wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm pretty much.
No.
I'm claiming. If I buy you a drink,
no.
You need to sit right here. You need to talk to me.
No.
So I'm just like I'm team men.
No.
If I buy you a drink, where are you going? I purchased the drink
for you.
You
bet. What if it's gone already?
I will purchase you another one because we're having a great conversation. We need to continue talking. Two more.
But what if they are there with some other people where they have to go and be with their group that they're in?
Let's get up. Let's go to the group together.
Pisces trait.
Or let's go ahead and mingle. And if we've been mingling,
let's get this out the way.
If we've been mingling too long, here my number, here your number, whatever. But I will be damned if I buy you a drink and you walk away from me. Why would you do that? That's mean.
It's not mean.
Nobody owes you anything.
Exactly. Nobody owes you anything.
No, but if I buy you a drink and you accept that drink, you owe me your time.
Yeah.
If I buy you a drink,
be on the lookout.
Look, you know what motherfuckers that is an exchange. Like that's almost like a proposition, right?
Them thick thighs come with craziness.
Listen, I wish you would let me buy you a drink and walk away. Now I gotta go tip your drink over. Now I gotta go take it and throw it in your face. You gotta be best of. We're not finna do that. Listen.
She gonna walk past. What? I bought.
You done. That is rude as hell. Like, don't accept a drink if you don't want to have a conversation there, or you don't want to mingle with that person. You shouldn't even accept that drink.
To an extent.
No,
to an extent.
You gonna accept somebody's drink and walk away?
Some people, no, because even with guys, and like you're not a going out person.
I'm not. So I am speaking like almost unrealistic. I would give me that.
Yeah, she don't really go out.
When I go out, my people's drive by the drinks.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to.
Exactly.
Don't nobody want me.
So it's been time. People are rude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I agree with you, but it's about strategic understanding of standing your ground because some people will be overbearing. Like you can say, okay, I could be at the bar about to buy my own drink.
Yeah.
A guy may walk up and be like, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm not a rude person. How you doing? Oh, what you drinking? Oh, I'm drinking such and so and so. Oh, would you like to buy me a drink? Sure. I was already about to buy my drink. I didn't need you to buy me the drink. But because you paid for it, thank you. Have a nice day. I don't got to talk to him. I do it all the time, baby. I will walk away quick, and I'll be like, "Oh, thank you. If you want to talk to me,
I can see some men are like real cool like that though. They're
catch
just
up.
by
You
the
come
drink.
holler at me over here once I go from the bar and move in this area, and then we can have a conversation." But no, nope. Maybe I mean, maybe this me.
Maybe you've been doing it for so long, you just know how to maneuver in. But you buy me a drink, I'ma just talk to you.
Oh no. Mm-mm. And not
I'm gonna be the friend that needs to be kidnapped from the bar.
Everybody buys me drinks. If I'm interested,
Yeah.
then yeah, I may talk to you.
No, if you just not it, you can't even buy me a drink.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not even going to accept
But
it
that's what
from
I'm
you.
saying. Like a random individual, I didn't even get a chance to see you all the way. You just wanted to volunteer your services. So who am I to say? I accept all big and small blessings. So who am I to say that you shouldn't buy me no drink?
Soon as you say this, and I look up, and it ain't it, I'm gonna be like this. Look.
But if you look down,
and you're gonna get such
now that's rude.
No, you're gonna get such a. I don't even want to waste your time because you could never.
You can never.
I don't want to waste your time.
Never.
Don't even buy them.
Never.
Keep your money. Keep your change. Keep your high one. Now you give me some wings. I'm gonna be like, well, damn, you got me.
So let me buy you some hot wings.
Forget a drink. Give me some wings. You got me. All right.
So if you buy me some hot wings, so if he ugly, you ain't gonna accept no hot wings.
I gotta eat the wings. Now you really got me because I'm gonna sit right here and eat it. I would sit right here and I'm gonna eat. Now you gonna have to talk to me. I'm gonna talk to you.
To go get the
whatever.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
What you like?
I'm like, so what you like? Barbecue or buffalo?
You like nacho blue cheese.
Right, what you like? You dip wing, you like flats or drums? Like now we gotta have a whole wing talk. Now you can vibe with me. So you gotta know how to get certain people. Yeah, now you can vibe with me. You vibe with some hot
Say
wings.
a drink can't get her.
A drink can't get me.
But the wings is where she's going.
I can get over how you look and you got me some wings. But But this has been a real good quick girl chat, y'all. We just wanted to open up the topic of discussion on courting men.
Drinks.
And I would say this
too, though. I will take
before
wings.
we end, I have a scenario real quick for you, and I want you to let me know what you think. So this girl, right? She went on a date with this guy, right? He took her shopping in the morning, took her to lunch.
I want to go.
By the end of the date, they went to dinner. It was a nice, fancy restaurant. All of that. His core ended up declining, right? So she ended
because he had been doing stuff all day.
See, hold on. She ended up having to pay, right? But when she got home, he cash tapped her the money, right? But the next day, he wanted to continue. He liked her. He wanted to take her out, and it was like a conversation that she had to have with her family. Like, should I? Because his core declined.
But why?
I said, well, maybe she just not used to spending money, because when you spend money, like your core will get declined if you spend over a certain amount of money.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen, and he cashed up you the money back
afterwards. So that meant he had the money.
Never mind, I already know what you're gonna say. I was gonna ask you, what would you have done?
I'm gonna still date the dude because I'm interested. Because why would I do that? Like, why would I feel some type of way? He been paying for everything. All 24 hours that he's spending with me. Anything's possible. Things happen. The money, he might not have had enough money in his checkings account. He might have had to transfer some money from his savings to his checkings. I do it all the time. So anything is possible. So no, I'm not gonna treat you.
I feel like
no.
The way that she described that day, I was like, I would not only went out with him again, but I would have paid for that next day.
Exactly.
I wouldn't take you to nothing luxurious. I would take you to like my little low-key lunch spot or something like that. But I would have definitely took him out the next day. And I was like, I can't believe that was even like
a conversation.
But that's how they shadow women.
She's petty and shallow. Super and fake.
Yeah.
Girl, cut it out.
All right, y'all. Let us know in the comments what you thought about today's episode, or this week's episode, rather, not today's episode. It's gonna drop on a Monday, but it's for the week.
On a Monday.
Let us know what you think. Let us know if you ever court a guy as well, or what you think about getting courted as a guy. What you think about when women approach you. Are you cool with it or not?
How do you feel about it?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening to the High Heels and Tea podcast.
Thank you.
Bye.